So tonight I am going to show you how to fry plantains. This is a staple that I make all the time. Can be used as a side. Um, I normally eat it with a fried egg or a salad or some type of protein, seafood, whatsoever. So the first step is to gather your ingredients. So there's not a lot of ingredients for this dish. You'll just need for this recipe, it's gonna be for one serving. So usually for one serving, eat 1 to 2 plantains. I'll just be making one. Some sea salt or Himalayan salt and some frying oil. So before I peel the plantain, I'm actually going to heat up my oil. I'm heating up my oil first because I'm only making one plantain, but if you were to be making more than one plantain, I would say to peel your plantain first and then heat up your oil, because your oil is going to heat up pretty quick. So you want to pour enough oil that your plantain is going to be covered about halfway. The plantains, you're going to slice them into about 1/2 inch in width. So as the oil is heating up, I'm going to peel the plantain. To peel the plantain, first you peel the top, you cut the top, and you cut the bottom. And you're going to slice the skin all the way through. You don't want to slice through the plantain, just the skin. So you make one slit on one side, then make another slit on another side. So you're going to take the tip of your knife, kind of just lift the plantain. You can get it like that. Just take then my finger and slide it in there. So if you have any problem, if it doesn't come off easily, then you can use the knife. Sometimes there might be little pieces that then you use the knife to take off. You can try to see if the rest of the peel will come off. Sometimes you might need to make another slit. It's like a banana, just a little tougher. With practice, peeling becomes easier. Alright, so now we're going to cut these diagonal. We're going to slice them into about 1 inch width, actually. 1 inch, 1/2 inch. It's about preference. So, the bigger they are, the more starch you'll have, or the bigger the plantain. So, I don't really use a thermometer when cooking, but I just know you can kind of hear or feel when the oil is ready, when it's hot enough to fry, when you feel the flame on your hand. I think it's about ready to. It'll sizzle a little, so you'll know. And even if it's not a super bad thing if you drop them in and it's not ready to be fried. You can even dip it and see if it doesn't sizzle, then it's probably not ready. So I'm actually gonna wait a little bit. So while I wait for the oil to heat up, I'll actually set up my plate. So we're gonna fry the plantains, and then we're gonna drain them on paper towel, flatten them, and then double fry them. So I'm gonna get my plate and my paper towels ready for when I take out the plantains. A personal tip of mine is use paper plates. Could be easier cleanup. And, still place paper towels over it, but it'll just absorb any additional oil, so it won't pool on your plate. All right, so we're gonna try this frying again. So, see now, you see those bubbles? It's ready to be fried. So, I'm gonna drop these plantains in there. So you see what I meant about it covering halfway? Because we're gonna flip these, so they don't need to be fully submerged, but you wanna make sure it's getting cooked halfway. I set my oil to medium. Depending on your stove, medium to high heat. You don't want to set it too high, as you do want them to cook. But again, you are also going to be double frying them. So if they don't cook on the first fry, then just make sure on the second fry. So the color on the camera with the light, it's already looking a little golden, but they are in fact very much on the whiter side. Hopefully when they do start cooking, they'll have a different color, so you'll be able to see the difference. So we're gonna cook them on each side for 1.5 minutes or until golden. And you wanna have some tongs ready for when you're ready to flip those bad boys. All right, so the plantains are ready to be flipped. So you see, now they are golden on the other side. And that's the perfect color you want. But I am going to turn the heat down just a little bit. But that is the color that you are looking for. You can tell as the sugars start cooking that they're ready to be flipped. All right, our plantains are ready to be taken out, and I am going to lower the heat as I take them out so that my oil doesn't get too hot in the meantime, but I don't want it to turn it completely off. All right, so I don't have a plantain press here in Colorado, so I improvise. You just really need a flat surface. So find my flattest cup as I can, and preferably something stainless steel or glass. You don't want to use plastic. It's hot heat, oil. So just press down. So you want it super flat, but it's gonna make your crispy plantain when you refry these. So, and just, want to work a little quickly, because again, your oil is still hot over there. Normally you fry in batches. So I fried the whole plantain in one round, but since we are flattening these and they get bigger, probably do it in 2 batches. So it depends on your pan. And this is a plantain press. So I don't have one available. So that's what I meant by improvising. But if you ever see one, pick one up and let me know if you see one in Colorado. I just wouldn't recommend overcrowding the pan, because then it's harder to see when they are done and ready to be taken out. Because on the second fry, they're not going to be in there too long. Since they're already partially cooked, you're just flattening them and now getting the rest of that starch inside cooked. All right, so I'm gonna put my heat back to medium, and I'm gonna start dropping these right back in there. So I just put in 6. I still have 4 more over here. And again, they're not gonna take too long to cook, so I wanna watch them, but I'll let you know when they're ready. That's it. It's gonna be again about 1 minute on each side. See, I have another plate here with a paper towel for when they are ready to be taken out. It just makes things a little easier, easy cleanup, and just your frying pan, a few working utensils, and a few ingredients. All right, so then the color doesn't change that much, which is why you want to keep your eye on it, because you want to still keep them golden. Again, it's preference. As you make more plantains, you like them a little crispy, and you can get them a little more color, but pretty crispy. So I'm gonna start taking these out. And you want to salt them as soon as they come out, because if you don't salt them while they're hot and still have that little bit of oil, then they're not really going to take the salt. And this is the finished product. So as you see, I'm made it with a fried egg and avocado. I like to dip my plantains in some ketchup. That's also optional, but I hope that you enjoyed this video. And if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you. Good night.